What I'm going to show you here is how to start SketchUp, set it up right, and then how to make the simple parts for a hexagonal shaped pen pot. The first thing I need to do is choose the template, and the template I want is the 3D printing in millimeters. So it's the one at the very bottom of the list, 3D printing in millimeters, and then I click on start using SketchUp. Yours hopefully won't come up with that, and SketchUp comes up on the screen. If you don't have both sets of buttons, then right mouse click, so on this ribbon here, right mouse click, make sure you've got the getting started and the large tool set selected. And the other thing I want to do is, at the moment this is set up to work in millimeters and I don't like millimeters, so I'm going to change that. And to change it, I go to Window, I go to Model Information, and here it tells me it's in millimeters, and I'm going to change that to centimeters. I don't need to click OK on anything, I'm just clicking the cross. So if I now randomly draw a shape, if I look down the bottom, it's coming up in centimeters. So I want to clear the space, and to delete things is the delete button on the keyboard. Now, to make it easy for myself, because I'm just doing a flat drawing, I'm going to go to Camera, Standard Views, and look down from the top. And I want to draw a six-sided shape on here. And here I've got the polygon tool. So the polygon tool allows me to draw various shapes. Now at the moment, if I look down here, it says it's a six-sided shape. I could change that to 3 and click enter, and it changes to a three-sided shape, a triangle. Okay, but I'm going to change it back to 6 because I want a six-sided shape, and I'm going to draw right in the center, and I want to draw out to the side. Now the maximum size I can draw is 10 centimeters. Now this is a radius, it's half of the size of the whole thing, so my maximum size is 5, and I've now got a hexagon which is 10 centimeters from side to side. I can check that with the measurement tool. Click here, go to there, and it tells me it's 10 centimeters from there to there, and that's its biggest measurement, so that's okay. I'm now going to use the camera and go to a standard view, and I'm going to go to an isometric view. Now there are two ways I can now draw this as a cylinder, and I'm going to show you both of them one after the other. So the first way I'm going to try is by making the cylinder first and then bring the center down. So I'm going to make it fill the screen, which is this button here, the magnifying glass with the arrows around it, and I am going to click on the push pull tool and push it up a touch, let go of it, and it tells me at the moment that is 0.48 centimeters tall. Okay, and my maximum is 10, so I'm going to click that in at 10. And if I now click on the magnifying glass with the arrows, it shows me that my cylinder is now 10 centimeters tall. So I want to now put a shape on to bring it down. So I'm going to zoom out a bit, I'm going to roll my mouse back, and I'm going to change the angle on here so I can see the top. Now I want to draw the same shape on the top and then pull it downwards. The simplest way to draw the same shape on the top is with the offset tool. So this is the offset tool here. Bring it near the edge and drag it in, and it draws a line exactly the same shape but slightly smaller. The distance it's drawn it in from the edge is 0.76 centimeters. Well, I want mine to be 0.5 centimeters, and there it is. And I want to drag this down so it's got a 5 millimeter or a half centimeter thick base. The whole thing is 10 centimeters. To get it down to within half a centimeter at the bottom is drag it down 9.5. So drag it down a bit, let go, and then type in 9.5 and enter, and that is my shape. If I rotate that around, I can see that that is the correct shape that I want. The other way of doing it, if I go through Edit, Undo, or Alt and Backspace, okay, and I've gone too far back, so I can redo it with Redo It, and I rotate it around so I can see it, and go Camera, Standard Views from the top. The second way I can do this is to do the offset first. So offset, bring it in. I want that to be 0.5. So now I've got my two lines, and I can go Camera, Standard Views, Isometric, and I can do the inside one first. I'm going to drag that up and 0.5 and enter. So I've done the base first, and then I can drag the outside up, and it goes so far and stops. Sorry. And then once it's done it, so once it's stopped, I can do it again. So I undo that, edit, undo it. You have to do it in two steps. The first time you'll pull it up, it'll stop on the same level. Let go, and then I can drag it up, and that needs to be now 9.5. Enter. And again, if I look at that and rotate it around, that is my completed cylinder. So what I need to do now is change it to a standard view and isometric and make it fill the screen. I now need to save that. Okay, I don't want to start building other parts in there. I want to save that part. So File, Save As, and if I just bung that on my desktop for now, and I'm just going to call that 10 centimeter hexagonal cylinder, and saved. So now I'd go on and make the other parts, and then look at the next video, which will show you how to assemble the parts together.